Welcome to Forest Edge, the home of the Australian Deer Association Hunter Education course. These doors behind me are about to open to a very lucky, limited group of people. For some, it will be the start of their deer hunting journey. For others, it will help to fill in the gaps.
Good evening.
And for even the most experienced hunter, you would struggle to walk away without gaining something positive from this course.
A few things we'll go through. We try to keep the course running smoothly and without issues, but keep in mind the fact that everyone that's doing it, helping out with it, we're all volunteers.
Most of the presenters you're going to have this weekend have forgotten more about deer than I'll ever know. You've absolutely got in this course the who's who of people who know, understand deer, certainly from a hunting perspective. If you want to learn about deer and deer hunting, you're absolutely in the right place right here, right now.
The opportunities to listen, learn and ask questions are second to none.
The welfare of the animals that you are hunting is your responsibility and one that you can be called to account for.
If you've got the patience to do that, you could stay in the gully all day. It's not for me. You know, I've got to keep moving. I'm there to enjoy myself, right, too, and I want to find what's out there. Remember, the next gully is always the best one. It's always got the big boy in it. But don't leave a deer to find another deer. That's a rookie mistake. That's a big error. Unless you've been busted or honked or you've exhausted every opportunity, it's highly likely that deer's just waiting you out, and they've got way more patience than us. They're fascinating.
It's Saturday morning, and this is going to be an absolutely huge day.
It's human scent. It's so unique, it's us, there's nothing else that it can be. These animals are based on scent, they live by scent, they communicate by scent. Their nose is 1,000 times more powerful than ours, so they will just pick the faintest bit and go, it's human, and nothing else. And that's enough, so we can't kind of hide it, we pay attention to it.
Well, it wouldn't be Samba hunting without the rain coming down, and with the morning session complete, it's now time to start the field trip and go and see Bogey doing a bit of butchering.
Skin on if you're going to hang them, yes. And you want that week to 10 days. So as he sits here, it's great for having a look at the anatomy of them so we know when we're going to shoot them, where to place the bullet. Here's his shoulder blade or scapula running there. There he is, his legs straight up and down. That's how he'd be standing. Bone goes up, bone goes that way, shoulder blade cuts across there. That's his shoulder blade. Lungs sit in here.
You might think all day I can stand and take a standing shot at a target and hit it, but as soon as you get a deer in front of you, you'll be all over the place. So having something that you can maybe rest against can also aid you in being able to take that deer more effectively and more lethally.
And then they'll put a preach where there's a little bit of a terrace sort of thing, where a bit of a step up. Sometimes it'll just be a tree that it sort of helps launch them, I think, with the front end if they've got that bit of a foot high step up.
A feeding characteristic of Samba deer when they feed on a plant, not to strip it. They'll tend to take a few mouthfuls off the plant. Can't learn how to read signs from books.
It's a great meeting place for deer. Hinds will come, they won't wallow. Only the stags wallow. You can see when they've been laying in it how they make a little bank just by pushing the mud out. You can double check, you'll see deer hairs around the edge, and on a lot of wallows you'll see where they're laid down and you'll see the pattern of the hair actually in the mud.
With the field trip and knife work experienced by all, it's now time to move back inside for the evening session.
Backpacking gets you into country that you don't usually get into. So you're going back, you're pushing back further into country that you can't just walk in and out in a day.
We get asked all the time is what actually is the GMA and what do they do? We are who you go to for licences. So we do our licences, we do authorities, we do permits. So enforcing game hunting laws and taking action against those who don't hunt lawfully is probably the next biggest thing that we're known for.
The talk is about firearms safety in the law. If you read the law in the spirit that it was written, right, it's all about safety anyway. So these two go hand in hand.
Stalking has evolved in Victoria dramatically in the last 50 years. There's now several different ways that you can stalk and go about it. We might be better off with the light a bit dimmer too. Oh, now I can't read my notes, but that won't hurt. I need a head torch, don't I? Who's from interstate? Right. In Victoria, we call this a spiky.
It's Sunday, it's time for another big day, and we're going to kick it off talking about all things hunting with our four-legged friends.
Before you start hound hunting, there's a few boxes that you have to tick. You've got to sit a test and get your game licence endorsed for hound hunting. That test is all about the regs involved with hound hunting and has a fair safety component. Hound hunting statistically is a very, very safe activity because we have these things and we talk to one another. So we know where our hunters are and we know what's going on.
One of the great things that I found with hunting with a utility gun dog is that companionship. Having a dog's a great thing to have. Hounds are a little bit different to a utility gun dog. A utility gun dog is more cross that boundary between a pet and a hunting dog, and if you get it right, you'll end up with a really good dog and a really good hunting dog.
One of the key reasons we hunt is for the meat. Knowing how to process it is imperative.
Once we're down to here, we feel the bones there. All we want to do is score the bone. So we get the knife, and see I'm pushing weight. The whole time my left hand's doing as much work as my right hand, if not more. So all I'm doing is running along the bone. And that's all I've done, is just scratch along. Now, come close and have a look so you can see what I've done. See the scratch?
Well, that's a fair snapshot of what you could expect from the Australian Deer Association, the ADA Hunter Education course. And I can assure you of one thing, the wealth of knowledge, the experience and the willingness to share it is second to none. So if you're thinking about coming and doing this course, don't hesitate, contact the ADA and go from there.